Hello everyone. With this video I am going to show you how to prepare the debtors subsidiary ledger as well as creditors subsidiary ledger. So you should come to the page number 9 of your tutorial and question number 7, activity number 7, right? So in the activity number 7 we have been given the prime entry books that have been prepared by Udeshi Private Limited, right? Udeshi Private Limited. So we have been given cash receipt journal, cash payment journal, purchase journal, sales journal, purchase return or return outward journal, sales return or return inward journal, petty cash payment journal, and lastly general journal, right? So we have done the first question, that is debtors control account, creditors control accounts and other accounts in the general ledger. So this has been done, right? Now we have to prepare the debtors subsidiary ledger and its list of balances, as well as creditors subsidiary ledger and its list of balances, number 2 and number 3. So where do we start? Lamai, now if you look at the general journal, the last journal, under the debtors control entry within bracket, you have been given individual debtors balances. Nuwan has 45,000 balance, David has 40,000 balance, Ishara has 35,000 balance. Now these are the opening balances of individual debtors, right? As well as you can see under the creditors control entry in the general journal, the opening balances of individual creditors. Ranga has 85,000 balance, Vipula has 60,000 balance. So we will take these balances to individual accounts in the subsidiary ledgers, right? So we can take, so let me divide the board into two. This is my debtors subsidiary ledger and this is my creditors subsidiary ledger, right? So in the debtors subsidiary ledger we should have three accounts, right? Nuwan, David and Ishara. Keep some more space. This is Nuwan, this is David, this is Ishara, right? And we can take the balances, beginning balances. Nuwan has a balance of 45,000. අපි දන්නවා debtor කියන්නේ asset එකක්. එහෙනම් debit side එකෙන් තියෙන්න ඕන නේද? Balance brought forward 45,000 Nuwan. David has a balance of 40,000. Debit side balance brought forward 40,000. Ishara has a balance brought forward of 35,000, right? So 45,000, 40,000 and 35,000. Then we can come to the creditors subsidiary ledger. So we should have two accounts නේද? Accounts දෙකක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ. Accounts දෙක තමයි we should have Ranga and Vipula. Keep some more space. Ranga and Vipula. Vipula, right? So we can take the balances of creditors as well. Ranga has a balance of 85,000. You know creditor is a liability, therefore it has a credit balance. Balance brought forward 85,000. Vipula has a balance of 60,000. Coming from the credit side, balance brought forward 60,000. Clear? So we have taken the beginning balances to these individual debtors and creditors accounts from the general journal, from the opening entry. Clear? Right. So we can see the other entries, if any, in the general journal relating to debtors and creditors. ළමයි බලන්න general journal එකේ debtors ලා සහ creditors ලා සම්බන්ධයෙන් වෙන මොනවා හරි entries තියෙනවද කියලා? Like bad debt written off, late interest, ඒ වගේ දේවල් තියෙනවද? We can't see. We don't see any other entry relevant to the debtors and creditors in the general journal. So general journal is done. General journal එක ඉවරයි. හරි. එහෙනම් අපි එකිනෙක prime entry book එකට යමු. You can go up. and come to the cash receipt journal. Now ළමයි cash receipt journal එකේ all receipts තියෙනවා. Checks and cash receipts තියෙනවා. But here we need receipts from debtors only. අපිට ඕනේ debtors ළඟින් ලැබෙන receipts විතරයි. Right? Therefore I have highlighted the receipts from debtors. You can see Nuwan, right, 29,500, and that receipt has a discount allowed 500. David 17,700, එතෙන්දී discount එකක් දීලා තිනවා 300. Ishara 34,000, discount එකක් දීලා තිනවා 1,000. එතකොට මේ sales, rent income, මේ sales ඒව අපිට ඕනේ නේ. මොකද මේ sales කියන්නේ cash sales. rent income කියන්නේ other income එකක්. මේ sales කියන්නේ again cash sales. එතකොට අපිට ඕනේ cash receipt journal එකේ debtors ළඟින් receipts විතරයි. Right? So we can record these. And also you can remember I have told you in the subsidiary ledger when we record transactions we are using a single entry method. ඒ කියන්නේ එක entry එකයි record කරන්නේ. It's a very simple. This is right. So we can record the cash receipts from debtors. Right? First one is Nuwan 29,500. අපි දන්නවා cash ලැබුණාම debtors balance එක අඩු වෙනවා. නේ? එහෙනම් debtor කියන asset account එකක් cash ලැබුණාම credit වෙන්න ඕනේ. Let's say cash 29,500. Right? ඒ cash 29,500 ලැබෙනකොට discount allowed තියෙනවා 500. Write down discount allowed 500. Clearද? Right. ඔච්චරයි ළමයි. අනිත් entry එක කොහෙවත් දාන්නේ නැහැ. කොහෙවත් ආයේ debit කරන්නේ නැහැ. මොකද මේක subsidiary ledger එකක්. Clearද? Right. Next one is David 17,700. So cash 17,700 එතනම තියෙනවා බලන්න discount allowed 300. Clearද? එහෙනම් cash credit වෙන්න ඕනේ, discount allowed credit වෙන්න ඕනේ debtor ගේ account එකට. ඊළඟට තව එකක් තියෙනවා අපිට Ishara 34,000 cash receipt. Cash 34,000, discount allowed 1,000. That's all. Very simple. Now we have taken the cash receipt journal and other information. Okay, so we have finished the cash receipt journal. Clear the lamai? Right. Similarly, you can go to the cash payment journal. Right? So cash payment journal. Look at this. එතකොට cash payment journal එකේ ඔක්කොම payments තියෙනවා. හැබැයි අපිට ඕනේ නැහැ ඔක්කොම payments ටික. අපිට ඕනේ payments to creditors. Right? You can see petty cash, purchase, equipment, salaries, electricity, loan repayment. All these are payments, but we don't know. We don't want. We want only payments to creditors. දැන් මෙතන purchase කියන්නේ මොකද ළමයි? මේ purchase කියන්නේ cash purchase, right? එතකොට cash purchase කියන එක credit එකට සම්බන්ධයක් නැහැ. එහෙනම් අපිට ඕනේ වෙන්නේ creditors ලට pay කරපුවා. So I have highlighted. You can see Ranga 38,500. In that case we have received a discount of 1,500. Vipula we have paid 28,800. In that case we have received 1,200 discount. So we can record these two transactions only. Right? So I come to the creditors subsidiary ledger. හරි අපි දන්නවා cash pay කරාට පස්සේ creditors balance එක අඩු වෙනවනේ. එහෙනම් creditors account එක debit වෙන්න ඕනේ. First one, write down 38,500 Ranga. Cash 38,500 Ranga. Discount received debit වෙන්න ඕනේ 1,500. Clearද? ඊළඟට තියෙනවා 28,800 we have paid to Vipula. So cash 28,800, discount received how much? 1,200. පැහැදිලිනේ? ඒතර cash ගෙව්වහම discount received වුණාම ඒ ඔක්කොගෙම creditors balance එක අඩු වෙනවා. ඒ නිසා debit කරා. That's it ළමයි. Very simple. Clear? So we can take the next prime entry book, that is purchase journal. ඒතර purchase journal එකේ තියෙන්නේ purchase of inventories on credit. Purchase of inventories on credit. Right? So we have been given 3 purchases, Ranga, Vipula and again Ranga. මතක ඇති මම ඔයාලට කිව්වා හරි ක්‍රෙඩිටර් account එකේ හෝ debtor account එකේ purchases sales දානකොට and even return outward and return inward with VAT දාන්න ඕනේ කියලා. I think you can remember the VAT lesson. In that මම කිව්වා debtor, creditor, cash කියන accounts වලට with VAT එන්න ඕනේ කියලා. මොකද අපිට supplier ට නැත්නම් creditor ට with VAT ගෙවන්න වෙනවා. නේ? customer ගෙන් නැත්නම් debtor ගෙන් with VAT collect කරගන්නවා. හරි ඒ නිසා always debtor creditor accounts should have with VAT amounts. So I have highlighted, you can see the value with VAT 23,000, 34,500, 57,500. Clear? So you can record these three purchases. These are credit purchases, right? So we will do that. එහෙනම් බලන්න purchase journal එකේ රංග 23,000. ඒතර purchase කරපුවාම liability එක increase වෙනවා නේ. එහෙනම් credit කරන්න we can say purchases 23,000. ඕනනම් වලට පුළුවන් purchase and VAT කියලා ලියන්න, but purchase would be enough, right? විපුල 34,500. Credit say purchases 34,500, right? And again Ranga 57,500. Purchases 57,500. මතකද මම කිව්වා subsidiary ledger එකක් හදනකොට individual transactions record කරන්න ඕන කියලා, not the total. නිසා මේ රංගගේ transactions දෙකක් තියෙනවා. ඒ දෙක වෙන වෙනම separately record කරන්න ඕනේ. total එක දැම්මොත් ලකුණු දෙන්නේ නැහැ. Right? In the subsidiary ledger lama you have to record individual transactions, not the totals. But when you take the control accounts, debtors control and creditors control, I think you can remember we recorded the totals. Clear the lamai? Right. So we have done the purchase journal as well. That is very simple. So we recorded the VAT including purchases. Hari the VAT including or VAT inclusive purchases tama them. Clear the? Right. So we can go to the next prime entry book, that is sales journal. අපි දන්නවා sales journal එක තියෙන්නේ sale of inventories on credit. Sale of inventories on credit, right? So Nuwan and David, there also we have to take the VAT inclusive sales. So I have highlighted 80,500, 69,000. So this is very simple. We can record them in the debtors ledger, right? So we can come to the sales journal. Nuwan 80,500. Sales කරපුවාම debtors balance එක increase වෙනවා. ඒ නිසා ලියන්න sales කියලා debit side එකේ 80,500. Right? 80,500. David 69,000. David sales 69,000. Clear? Right. And no sales to the Ishara. We can't see sales to the Ishara. That's it. Then we can take the next prime entry book, that is purchase return journal, that is return outward නේද? එන return outwards තියෙනවා රංග සහ විපුලට creditors ලා දෙන්නටම. ඒකෙත් අපි ගන්න ඕනේ VAT inclusive amount එක, including VAT 5,750, 4,600. So you can quickly record, right? So purchase return රංග 5,750 return කරපුවාම liability එක decrease වෙනවා. එහෙනම් debit වෙන්න ඕනේ return outward 5,750, return outward for Vipula 4,600. 4,600 return outward, right? Return outward. That's it, right? Then we can take the next prime entry book, that is sales return, right? Sales return. So you can see sales return from Nuwan, David. ඒකෙත් අපි ගන්න ඕනේ VAT inclusive amount එක. එහෙනම් 6,900, 9,200. Very simple, right? Then we can come to the debtors subsidiary ledger. Return කරපුවාම debtor ගේ balance එක decrease වෙනවා. එහෙනම් credit වෙන්න ඕනේ Nuwan 6,900. Return inward 6,900. Then David 9,200. 9,200 credit වෙන්න ඕන return inward. That's it. Very simple, right? So we are left with only one prime entry book, that is petty cash payment journal. සමහර වෙලාවට petty cash payments වලින් creditors වලට ගෙවලා තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. But that is not a must. Okay, that is a rare case. If you look at our petty cash payment journal that is given for us in the question, you can see postages, refreshments, travelling, carriage inwards. Among these payments, you can see Ranga. In a petty cashier, Ranga to give 1000. It is a part payment, of course, right? So we can record that as well. Therefore, come to the Ranga account in the creditor's subsidiary ledger. Ranga to give 1000 from what? Petty cash. Petty cash 1000. ඔන්න ළමයි අපි prime entry books ඔක්කොම ටික ගත්තා. ඒ කරලා debtors රට සහ creditors රට relevant transactions ටික ඒ individual accounts වල record කරා. That's it. So what we can do now, we can balance the each creditor and debtor account and put them in a list which is called as list of balances. එහෙනම් අපි balance කරමු මේ එකිනෙක accounts ටික. Right. So we will take the creditors ledger first. Seems credit side is higher than the debit side. Let me take 85,000 plus 23,000 plus 57,500. It is 165,500. 165,500 minus 38,500, 1,500, 5,750 minus 1,000. It's 118,750. Balance carried down. Balance brought forward 118,750. Hope my answer is correct. Clear? Similarly, I can balance the Vipula's account. Seems credit side is higher than the debit side. Here 94,500, 94,500, 94,500 minus 28,800 minus 1,200 minus 4,600. We get 59,900. Balance carried down, balance brought forward 59,900. Right? Now after we take the closing balances of each creditor, these balances can be listed in a list which is called as creditors list of balances. එහෙනම් අපිට ගන්න පුළුවන් creditors list of balances at the end of the month නේද? එහෙනම් as at 30th April. මොකද මේ transactions දීලා තියෙන්නේ April month එකට. එහෙනම් end of the month 30th April. So we have two creditors. Ranga has a balance of 118,750, whereas Vipula has a balance of 59,900. So we can take the total. Right? මේ දෙකේ එකතු වෙනවා 178,650. Now if you look at the creditors control account balance as at 30th April in the general ledger, you can see the same balance. මතකද මම හැදුවා creditors control account එකේ ඒකේ balance එක තිබුණේ 178,650. So it agrees to the control account balance. Clear the right? Then we can balance the debtors subsidiary ledger accounts. So Nuwan seems debit side is higher than the credit side. Here 45 plus 80,500, 125,500, 125,500 minus 29,500 minus 500 minus 6,900. It's 88,600. Balance carried down, balance brought forward. 88,600. Right? David again, it seems debit side is higher than the credit side. Here 109,000, 109,000, right? 109,000 minus 17,700, 300, 9,200. We get 81,800 balance. Balance carried down, balance brought forward 81,800. Right? And if you look at the Isharas account, you know, debit side total is exactly equal to the credit side total. The 34,000 plus 1,000, 35,000. Ishara doesn't have a balance. Okay, debit side එකයි credit side එකයි සමානයි නේ. එහෙනම් අපිට හදන්න පුළුවන් at the end of the month debtors list of balances as at 30th April, that is end of the month. So we have three debtors. Nuwan, he has a balance of 88,600. David, he has a balance of 81,800. All these are usual balances. And Ishara, he doesn't have a balance. So the total is, it's 170,400. 170,400. This is exactly equal to the debtors control balance of the debtors control balance of the general ledger. ඔයාලට මතක ඇති මම හැදුවා general ledger එකේ debtors control account එක ඒකේ balance එක බලන්න 170,400 වෙන්න ඕනේ. Okay, so this is very simple lamai. Now you should know the entire process, right, including the general ledger and subsidiary ledgers, right. So we can go to the next question. Okay, in the activity 8, the following details are extracted from the prime entry books prepared in the month of January of Nilwala Limited. We have been given journals, but they are very simple in formats, because purchase journal we can't see the VAT column, just we see the value column. හරි, ඒ නිසා මේක බොහොම simple question එකක්. Purchase journal, ඊට පස්සේ sales journal, then we have return outward journal, return inward journal, cash receipt from debtors, cash payments to creditors, and then debtors beginning balances. These are the brought forward balances, debtors beginning balances, then creditors beginning balances, right. There are two requirements. Number 1, prepare the general ledger with the control accounts. Number 2 lamai, there is a correction to be made. මෙතන හදාගන්න number 2 එකේ prepare the debtors and creditors subsidiary ledgers. You can cut this off and write down prepare the debtors and creditors subsidiary ledgers. Prepare the debtors and creditors subsidiary ledgers with list of balances. With list of balances. Prepare the debtors and creditors subsidiary ledgers with list of balances. Okay, so we will prepare. Now let me divide the board into 3 parts actually. Now this is my general ledger. General ledger, right, and this is my debtors subsidiary ledger. This is my creditors subsidiary ledger. Okay, so in the general ledger definitely there should be 2 control accounts, debtors control account and creditors control account. So I can prepare, this is my debtors control account and this is my creditors control account. Okay, in addition to these 2 control accounts, we should have other accounts as well, like purchase account. අපි නිකන් ලියාගමු බලන්න. We have to have purchase account, then we have to have sales account, then we have to have return outward, then return inward. In addition to that, we need to have you know, the spaces will not be enough, therefore I will prepare these other accounts in this way. So we need a purchase account, and then we need sales account, then we need return outward account, then we need return inward account, then we need discount allowed account, then we need discount we can say like that, here discount received account, here discount, what I am writing here, discount received, right, discount received, here discount allowed, and in addition to that we need to have cash account, right. Please prepare these accounts in the general ledger. So you know, when we record transactions in the general ledger, we should keep the both entry, debit and credit. Therefore we need to have other accounts as well, right. In the debtors subsidiary ledger, if you go back to the question, debtors names, debtors line X, Y, Z and R. හතරක් ඉන්නවා X, Y, Z and R. creditors ලා හතර දෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා A, B, C, D. එහෙනම් අපි රූල් කරගමු. In the debtors subsidiary ledger, we have X, Y, Z and R. So we need to have X account. This is X account. This is Y account. This is Z account. And this is R account. Okay. And similarly, we can have 4 accounts in the creditors subsidiary ledger. They are A, B, C, D. Right. So we need to have A account. We need to have B account. We need to have C account. We need to have D account. In the creditors subsidiary ledger, right. Now lamai, we will take the beginning balances. If you go to the balances brought forward, balance brought forward, debtors lage තියෙනවා බලන්න X 2500, Y 3500, Z 6200, R 7500. Total is 19700, right. එහෙනම් අපි මේ individual balances ටික ගේමු, individual debtor accounts වලට total එක ගේමු, debtors control එකේ total balance එක ලෙස, right. So we can record see debtors balances first. X 2500 debit side එකකින් එන්න ඕන 2500 balance brought forward. Y has 3500 brought forward balance. Z has 6200 debit side එකකින් එන්න ඕනේ. දැන් මේව දන්න ඔයාලා. ඊට පස්සේ R has 7500 brought forward balance. හරිද? එතන මේ ටිකේ total එක 3500, 2500, 6000, 12200, 19700. Yes, correct. That should be the beginning balance of the debtors control account. Balance brought forward, it's given actually 19700. දීලා තිබ්බේ නැත්තම් මොකද කරන්නේ? මේ ටික එකතු කරලා balance එක ගන්නවා. හරිද? Similarly, we can take the brought forward balances of creditors. A has 4200. Credit side එකෙන් ලියන්න balance brought forward 4200. B has 6800. Then C has 8000 brought forward balance 8000. D has 9500. Total එක බලන්න. Here 11,000, 19,000, 28,500. Yes, that should be the beginning balance of the creditors control account. Credit side එකෙන් ලියන්න balance brought forward 28,500. Clear ද? ඔන්න beginning balances දාගත්තා subsidiary ledgers වල individual accounts වලට, ඊට පස්සේ control accounts වලට beginning balances දාගත්තා. Right? So we can go to the top of the question and take journals or the prime entry books one by one. If you look at the purchase journal, A ට තියෙනවා 500ක credit purchases, B 8000, C 10000, D 12000. Total 30,500. So we will first complete the subsidiary ledgers. අපි ඉස්සෙල්ලාම subsidiary ledgers complete කරමු. ඒක තමයි ලේසි. හරිද? එහෙනම් අපිට එන්න පුළුවන් බලන්න purchase journal එක. purchase journal එකේ තියෙනවා Aට credit purchases 500. එහෙනම් අපි ඉස්සෙල්ලාම ගමු creditors subsidiary ledger Aට 500. credit purchase කරපුවම credit වෙන්න ඕනේ purchases 500 දාගෙන යන්න. B ට purchases we have 8000. Then C has 10,000, purchases 10,000. D has 12,000, purchases 12,000. Okay, අපි ඉස්සෙල්ලා මේක complete කරගෙන යමු. පැහැදිලි නේද? ඊට පස්සේ general ledger එකට එමු. එතකොට individual purchases ටික AA creditor ට අපි credit කරා. හරි? ඊට පස්සේ පහළට අපි ආවොත් එහෙම පහළට එන්න return outward journal එක තියෙනවා. නේ? Next return outward journal. We will go down return outward journal supplier ABCD. Right? So return outward අපිට record කරන්න පුළුවන් A ට 400 debit වෙන්න එපා. 400 debit return outward. Then B 600 return outward 600. C return outward 800. D return outward 1000. Return outward 1000. Clear the right. Then we can come to the cash payment journal. එක order එක මාරු වෙලා තියෙන ළමයි cash payment එකට එන්න this one. Right? ඒතර cash pay කරලා තියෙනවා A ට 2000, B ට 4000, 7600, 9500 as well as you can see discount received. So we will record these. Right? A ට 2000. So cash pay කරාට පස්සේ creditors balance එක අඩු වෙනවා. Cash 2000 එතනම දාන්න discount received 100. ඊළඟට B ට cash payment 4000, debit 4000 cash, discount received 200. C ට cash payment 7600, cash, discount received 400. Then D ට cash payment එක තියෙනවා 9500, discount received 500. Right, that's it. So we recorded purchases, we recorded cash payments, we recorded return outwards. Right? So we can balance these accounts and get the list of balances. So balances ගන්න පුළුවන් ලේසියෙන් අපිට කැල් එකත් ලං කරගන්න. A ගේ balance එක තියෙනවා credit side එකේ 4700, 4700 minus 2500 නේ. ඒතකොට 2200 එනවා. Balance carried down, balance brought forward 2200. Right? Then B has a credit total of 14,800, 14,800 minus 4,800, we get 10,000 balance. Balance carried down, balance brought forward 10,000. C has a credit balance of credit total of 18,000. 18,000 minus here we get 18,000 minus 800 minus 7,600 minus 400, 9,200. Balance carried down, balance brought forward 9,200. And D has a credit total of 21,500, 21,500, 21,500 minus 1,000 minus 9,500 minus 500, we get 10,500. Balance carried down, balance brought forward 10,500. So now we can prepare the creditors list of balances. List of balances. So we have A, the balance is 2,200. B has a balance of 10,000. C has a balance of 9,200. D has a balance of 10,500. The total is 2,200 10,000, 9,200, 10,500, 31,900. Okay, 31,900. Clear? Similarly, we can prepare the debtors subsidiary ledger quickly. එහෙනම් අපිට එන්න පුළුවන් sales journal එකට උඩම තියෙන sales ටික දාගෙන යන්න. Customer X, Y, Z and R we can record. Sales කරපුවාම customers balance එක වැඩි වෙනවා debtor ගේ balance එක. Therefore debit side එකේ record කරන්න 7,000 sales, 7,000 sales, then Y 9,000 sales, then Z 11,000 sales, then R 15,000 sales. Clear? Right. Then we can come to return inward journal. Return inward කරන debtors ලගේ balance එක අඩු වෙනවා. Credit side එකේ ලියන්න you can come down X 200, return inward 200, Y return inward 300, Z return inward 500, R return inward 700. Even for the examination ළමයි you can use like RI. හරි මොකද අපි දන්නවා ටයිම් එකත් එක්ක කම්පිටිෂන් එකක් තියෙනවා. ඒ නිසා මේවා හදන්න අතහුරු වෙන්න ඒ වගේම ප්‍රැක්ටිස් එක ලබා ගන්න මේ වගේ questions හදන්න ටට්ටක් ගාලා හදන්න පුළුවන්. එතකොට ඔයාලගේ ස්පීඩ් එක හැදේ. හරි මේවා නැවත නැවත හදනවා කියලා හිතන්න එපා. ප්‍රැක්ටිස් වෙන්න හදන්න. හරි ඊට පස්සේ අපි ගමු ඒක ඇත්තටම එහා පැත්තේ තියෙන්නේ cash receipt journal එක. මාරු වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. එහෙම තියෙන එකත් හොඳයි. පටලව ගන්න නැතුව ගන්නවා කියලා make sure කරගන්න නේද? Cash receipt journal එක X, Y, Z and R. We have discount allowed as well. So we can record cash receipt. එතකොට credit වෙන්න ඕනේ cash X 4,500, discount allowed තියෙනවා 500. Y cash receipt is 6,200, discount allowed තියෙනවා 800. Z cash receipt එක තියෙනවා 7,600, discount allowed 400. R cash receipt එක තියෙනවා 9,400, right 9,400, discount allowed තියෙනවා 600. දැන් ඔන්න ඔයාලා ස්පීඩ් අප් වෙලා ඇති. process එක හොඳට practice කරපුවම මේක ඉක්මනින් අපිට කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ ස්පීඩ් එක හදාගන්න නැවත practice කරන්න ඕනේ. Okay? 4,500, then 6,200, 7,600, 9,400. Yes, correct. So we can balance the individual debtors accounts and prepare the list of balances. Very simple. Here debit total is 9,500. 9,500 minus, you can take the calculator. 9,500 minus 200 minus 4,500 minus 500. It's 4,300 carried down balance. Balance carried down, balance brought forward 4,300. ළම මේවා එකතු කරනකොට අඩු කරනකොට කැල් එක යූස් කරනකොට එහෙම ඔයාලගේ ස්පීඩ් එක හැදෙනවා. මම නැවත කියන්නේ මේවා හදන්න කියලා. ඊට පස්සේ Y ගේ account එකේ debit total is 12,500. Right? 12,500 minus 300 minus 6,200 minus 800. It's 5,200. Balance carried down, balance brought forward 5,200. Okay, 5,200. Clear? Then we can take Z's account, that is debit total is 17,200. 17,200 minus 500 minus 7,600 minus 400. We get 8,700. Balance carried down, balance brought forward 8,700. Last account, R's account, it's 22,500. Okay, 22,500 minus 700 minus 9,400 minus 600. We get 11,800. Balance carried down, balance brought forward. Now we can prepare the debtors list of balances. List of balances. We have X, Y, Z and R. X has 4300 balance, Y has 5200 balance, Z has 8700 balance, 8700 balance, whereas R has 11800 balance. The total is 4300, 5200, 8700, 11800. It's exactly 30,000. Okay. So now we have completed the creditor's subsidiary ledger as well as debtor's subsidiary ledger. So we will get into the general ledger, that is very simple because we have to record the totals. Right. එහෙනම් අපි beginning balances දාගත්ත debtors control එකේ 19700, creditors control account එකේ 28500. අපි journals වල totals ටික ගමු. First one is sales journal, sorry purchase journal. Purchase journal එකේ තියෙන්නේ total credit purchases VAT මොනවත් නැහැ 30500. So we can record, right? We can record purchases යන්නේ purchase account debit 30500, creditors control account credit 30500. We can say purchases, right? Purchase account debit 30500, creditors control account credit 30500. Next we will take sales journal. මේ අතට යමු. Sales journal එකේ 42000 total එකක් තියෙනවා. Sales record කරන්නේ sales account credit 42000 income එකක් නිසා debtors control debit. Debtors control debit කරන්න sales කියලා 42000. Clear? Sales account credit, debtors control debit. Then we will take return outward journal, return outward 2800, return outward account credit 2800, creditors control account debit 2800, return outward. Return outward credit, creditors control debit, right? Then we will take return inward journal, the total is 1700, return inward account debit 1700, debtors control credit. Debtors control credit, return inward 1700. Return inward record කරන return inward account debit, debtors control credit. Clearද? ඊට පස්සේ අපිට එන්න පුළුවන් cash receipt journal එකට total cash receipt 27700. So cash account debit receipt නේ 27700, cash ලැබෙන්නේ debtors ළගෙන්, therefore debtors 27700. එහෙනම් debtors control credit වෙන්න ඕනේ cash 27700, right? Cash account debit, debtors control account credit. එතනම තියෙනවා discount allowed, discount allowed 2300, right? Discount allowed record කරන්නේ discount allowed account debit 2300, debtors control credit නේද? debtors control credit කරන්නේ discount allowed 2300. Clear? 2300. Last one is cash payment journal. Total cash payment is 21100. So cash account credit 23100. We pay to creditors, therefore creditors කියලා ලියන්න පුළුවන්. Creditors control account එක debit වෙනවා 23100 cash. Then cash pay කරාම cash account credit, creditors control debit. එතනම තියෙනවා discount received 1200, right? ඒක income එකක්. ඒ නිසා discount received account එක credit 1200, creditors ළගෙන් තමයි discount හම්බෙන්නේ. ඒ නිසා creditors control account එක debit වෙනවා 1200, discount received. That's it. Now we can balance the control accounts only. හරි? ඒතර control account එක ගත්තොත් එහෙම debtors control account එකේ debit side එක තියෙනවා 700, 61700. 61700. Yes, 61700 minus 1700, 27700, 2300. We get exactly 30,000 balance. 30,000 balance. Balance carried down, balance brought forward, 30,000. which is agreed to the list of balances. Clear? Right. Similarly, creditors control balance can be taken. Credit side total is 28.5 plus 30.5, that is 59,000. You have to be very efficient, right? You have to be very speedy. 59,000 minus 2,800 minus 23,100 minus 1,200, you get exactly 31,900, which is equal to the list of balances of creditors, right? Okay, we can come to the last activity for the today's video, that is activity number 9. Now it says following balances of Upuli Enterprises as at 1st January 2021 are given. Debtors ledger, දැන් ළමයි debtors ledger කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? Debtors subsidiary ledger එක. Balance 85,000 debit. එතන usually තියෙන්නේ debtors ලගේ debit balance එකක්. But you can see debtors ledger balance 800 credit. එතන මේ 800 credit කියන්නේ debtors ලගේ unusual balance එකක්. මම highlight කරලා තියෙනවා. එතන මම කිව්වා මතක ඇති unusual balances record කරනකොට අර usual balance එකෙන් unusual balance එක අඩු කරලා subtract කරලා තමයි control account එකේ balance එක ලියන්න ඕනේ. එහෙනම් control account එකේ balance එක ලියන්න ඕනේ 85,000 minus 800 unusual balance එක අඩු කරන්න ඕනේ. ඒ වගේම මතක ඇති මම කිව්වා unusual balance එක comparatively to the usual balance it is a small value. Now here usual balance is 85,000 whereas the unusual balance is just 800. Similarly, creditors ledger balance 134,000 credit. Creditor කෙනෙක්ගේ සාමාන්‍යයෙන් තියෙන credit balance එකක්. ඒ නිසා this is a usual balance. But you can see creditors ledger balance credit 1,500. This is an unusual balance. ඒ නිසා control account එකේ balance එක ගන්නකොට ඒ කියන්නේ creditors control account එකේ balance එක ගන්නකොට 134,000 minus 1,500 ගන්න ඕනේ. Right, and thereafter we are given the transaction for the month of January 2021 like this. The requirements are debtors control account and the creditors control account, right? Okay, so I have prepared a debtors control account and a creditors control account. You can quickly prepare a debtors control account and a creditors control account. So we can record the beginning balance. Now as I told you earlier lamai, debtors beginning balance එක ගන්නකොට 85,000 minus 800 ගන්න ඕනේ. Okay, therefore we can write 1st January balance brought forward 85,000 තමයි usual balance එක. But it has a unusual balance, credit balance 800. Therefore this minus this 84,200. 84,200. Similarly to the creditors control balance 1st January balance brought forward usual balance එක තියෙනවා 134,000 minus unusual balance එක 1,500 තියෙනවා. ඒක අඩු කරන්න 1,500. therefore the net balance is 132,500. මතකයිනේ මම මේක ඔයාලට කියා දුන්නා. ඊට පස්සේ අපි transactions ටික ගමු ඉක්මනින්. First transaction is you can see the activity. I don't show it because of the time limitation. Credit sales තියෙනවා 140,000. එතකොට credit sales යන්නේ debtors control account එක debit 140,000 sales. Okay, we are not required to prepare other accounts. We are required to prepare only the debtors control and creditors control accounts. ඊට පස්සේ බලන්න cash sales තියෙනවා. එතකොට cash sales කියන එක දීලා තියෙනවා ඔයාලව mislead කරන්න. හැබැයි ඔයාලා mislead වෙන්න එපා. හරිද? cash sales කියන එක debtors control එකට එන්නේ නැහැ. මේ cash sales record කරන්නේ cash account debit, sales account credit. That doesn't come to the debtors control account. Then credit purchases 254,000. එහෙනම් creditors control account එක credit වෙන්න ඕනේ purchases 254,000. Right, we are not required to prepare the other account, that is purchase account. ඉස්සෙල්ලා වගේමයි cash purchases දීලා තිනවා. mislead වෙන්න එපා. cash purchases creditors control account එකට එන්නේ නැහැ. return inward 7,000. so debtors control account credit, return inward 7,000. then return outward 11,000. creditors control account debit, return outward 11,000. Now you have to be very efficient and quick in recording transactions because we have done considerable number of questions. Okay, cash receipt from debtors 134,000, therefore debtors control account credit 137,000. Yes, then cash payments to creditors 198,000, creditors control account debit 198,000 cash. Then we have discount allowed 1,400, debtors control account credit 1,400 discount allowed, right? Then we have discount received 1,800, creditors control account debit 1,800 discount received, right? ඔන්න ඔය වගේ ස්පීඩ් එකකින් අපි එක්සෑම් එකේ හදන්න ඕනේ. ඒවා හුරු වෙන්න තමයි මම මේ ඇක්ටිවිටීස් කරන්නේ. හරි? Then we have dishonor of issued checks 2,500. අපි issue කරපුවාම ක්‍රෙඩිටර් කෙනෙකුට ඩෙබිට් නම් dishonor වුණාම ක්‍රෙඩිට් වෙන්න ඕනේ. dishonor of issued checks, right? 2,500. Credit 2,500, let's say cash, this is dishonor, right? Then dishonor of received checks 14,000, right? අපිට ලැබෙන්නේ debtor කෙනෙක්ගෙන්, එතකොට debtorට credit කළා, එහෙමනම් ලැබිච්ච එකක් dishonor වෙනකොට නැවත debtorව increase වෙන්න ඕනේ. ඒ නිසා debit කරන්න 14,000, let's say cash, that is dishonor, right? Dishonor. Then we have cancellation of discount received. Discount received debit නම් creditors control account එකේ cancel වෙනකොට credit වෙන්න ඕනේ. Discount received cancelled 200. Then discount allowed cancel කරලා තියෙනවා. cancellation of discount allowed 150. discount allowed අපි දාන්නේ debtors control account එකේ credit side එකට. එහෙනම් cancel වෙනකොට debit වෙන්න ඕනේ 150. discount allowed cancelled, right? Then late interest charge from debtors 850. late interest charge කරනකොට debtor increase වෙනවා. ඒ නිසා 850 debtors control debit. late interest. Then late interest charged by creditors, right? upping charge කරලා තියෙනවා 600. එතකොට creditors balance එක අපිට ගෙවන්න තියෙන payable balance එක increase වෙනවා. එහෙනම් credit වෙන්න late interest 600 to the creditors control account, right? Last one, transfer of a debtors balance to a creditors ledger 1,500. transfer කරනවා. මම කියා දීලා තියෙනවා set off කිරීමක් ගැන නේ. එහෙනම් debtor ව අඩු වෙනවා නේ. debtor ව transfer වෙනවනේ. එහෙනම් debtor ව අඩු වෙනවා 1,500 වලින්. අනිත් පැත්තෙන් creditor වත් අඩු වෙනවා. set off එකක් නේ. මතකනේ එකම person debtor සහ creditor වෙන්න පුළුවන් කියවනේ. මම ගත්තේ bakery example එක. right? We can get flour from the supplier, we can sell breads to the same supplier. එතකොට දෙන්නට set off කරන්න පුළුවන් නේ. එහෙනම් debtor ව අඩු වෙනවා 1,500, creditors අඩු වෙනවා 1,500. debtors control credit 1,500, creditors control debit 1,500, right? We can write the opposite accounts name. Here we can write creditors control account. Quickly write down creditors control account. Here we can write debtors control account, right? So we set off the debtor with the same creditor. Debtor reduces, creditor also reduces. It is a set off. Now we can balance these accounts and get the closing balances, right? Debtor ki සාමාන්‍ය debit side එක වැඩි. We'll take it quickly. 84.2, 140, 14, 150, 850. It is 239,200. 239,200 minus 7,000 minus 137,000 minus 1,400 minus 1,500. We get 92,300. Balance carried down. Balance brought forward 92,300. Okay. Similarly, we can balance the creditors control account. Usually credit side is higher than the debit side. Therefore 132,500, 254,000, 2,500, 200, 600. It is 389,800. 389,800 minus 11,000 minus 189,000, 198,000 minus 1,800 minus 1,500, we get 177,500. Balance carried down, balance brought forward 177,500. Now this is the answer for the ninth activity. So I did this quickly because you have the practice and the knowledge, therefore I expect a sufficient level of speed from you when doing a question like this. Okay, so we have completed the first part of the lesson. So what is left is reconciliations. The next date we can discuss the reconciliations. So please do these activities, please watch the video and do these activities and get ready for the next class. Okay, right.